There's a point in winter when the garden looks silent, the soil feels cold and heavy, and most growers assume nothing meaningful can happen beneath the surface until spring. But winter isn't a dead season, it's a preparation season, and what you feed the soil now determines how aggressively your plants will grow when the warmth returns. For years, I ignored winter soil care and wondered why my spring crops were slow to take off. Once I started brewing a winter soil tonic, something simple, natural, and biologically active, the difference in early growth became so dramatic that I now consider it as essential as compost itself. This tonic keeps soil alive, nourishes microbes through the cold months, and gives roots a head start the moment temperatures rise. Healthy winter soil depends on feeding dormant microbes the right kind of energy. Even in cold conditions, soil life never fully stops. Microbes might slow down, but they don't disappear. They still break down organic residues, cycle nutrients, and maintain the structure that plants depend on. The challenge is that cold soil lacks fresh root exudates, meaning microbes become starved for easy carbon sources. When microbes have nothing to eat, they go dormant. When they go dormant long enough, their populations shrink, creating a microbial gap that delays spring growth. The winter soil tonic solves that gap by offering microbes a steady, digestible source of carbohydrates and minerals they can use even in low temperatures. Think of it as winter fuel. Give microbes a small amount of energy and they stay awake just enough to maintain activity. That's exactly what your spring crops need, a soil that is already alive when they arrive. This tonic blends diluted molasses, aged compost extract, mineral-rich water, and a mild organic acid source such as apple cider vinegar. Each part plays a role. Molasses feeds the bacteria, compost extract introduces microbial diversity, mineral water replenishes micronutrients lost from winter leaching, and the acidic component helps balance pH during decomposition, so nutrients remain available. The ingredients of the winter tonic each perform a vital function in cold soil recovery. A quality winter soil tonic doesn't rely on gimmicks. It works because each ingredient targets a specific biological process. Molasses delivers simple sugars that bacteria can process easily even when soil temperatures drop into the low 40s. This keeps decomposition running and prevents soil from going stagnant. Use unsulfured blackstrap molasses for the best mineral profile. Compost extract is different from compost tea. Instead of brewing vigorously, an extract is made by soaking aged compost in water for a few hours and straining out solids. This preserves a wide variety of organisms without forcing rapid multiplication, making it ideal for the slower pace of winter soil. It introduces fungi, bacteria, and protozoa without overwhelming them with aeration or heat. The mineral component matters more than most gardeners realize. Winter rains and snowmelt can leach calcium, magnesium, and trace minerals out of the upper layers of soil. Using hard mineral water or water enriched with a small pinch of rock dust helps replace those losses. Without replenishment, plants struggle with weak stems and low nutrient uptake in spring. Finally, adding a mild acidic element such as a teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar helps keep the tonic's pH balanced enough to solubilize nutrients without altering the soil profile. It's not for acidifying soil, it's for helping microbes decompose organic matter more consistently during cold months. Brewing the winter tonic requires simplicity, patience, and the right ratios. You don't need any advanced equipment to create this tonic, just a bucket, a clean stir stick, and access to aged compost. Start with 1 gallon of warm, non-chlorinated water. Add 1 tablespoon of unsulfured blackstrap molasses and mix until fully dissolved. Add 1 cup of compost extract, made by soaking a handful of aged compost in warm water for an hour and straining through a mesh cloth. Add 1 teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar and stir again until the mixture becomes uniform. Let the tonic sit for 30 minutes to allow the microorganisms to acclimate. Unlike compost tea, there's no need to brew overnight. Overbrewing in winter temperatures can actually reduce oxygen and harm delicate organisms. The goal is a living, balanced liquid that flows easily into the soil and activates gently. The ratios matter. Too much molasses can overwhelm microbes and create anaerobic pockets. Too much compost extract can shift the balance toward bacteria at a time when fungi need equal support. Too much acidity disrupts microbial activity. This 1-gallon blend is strong enough to stimulate the soil, but mild enough to remain safe in cold conditions. Apply the tonic on a day when temperatures are above freezing and the soil isn't waterlogged. You see, saturated soil limits oxygen and can stress microbial populations. Pour the tonic slowly around garden beds, allowing it to seep several inches into the soil. Newly empty beds, garlic beds, perennial herb beds, and dormant vegetable beds benefit the most from this treatment. You can repeat this application every 4 to 6 weeks throughout winter. In extremely cold climates where the ground freezes solid, it's best to apply the tonic during brief thaws. Even one application in midwinter makes a noticeable difference by spring, especially in soil that typically becomes compact or nutrient poor. What makes this tonic so effective is its gentle consistency. You're not introducing overwhelming doses of nutrients or forcing the soil into rapid activity. You're simply maintaining a living system that would otherwise slow down too much to support early plant growth. When spring heat returns, the difference between tonic-treated soil and untreated soil becomes clear within days. Plants root faster, push stronger shoots, and take up nutrients with less struggle. The soil stays loose, warmer, and richer in organic matter. Crops that normally lag, such as peppers, tomatoes, brassicas, and early greens, establish faster because the microbial network they rely on never shut down. A winter tonic doesn't replace compost or mulching. It enhances them by keeping the soil ecosystem awake enough to continue building fertility even when the garden looks dormant. Over time, this single winter habit transforms poor, tight, or depleted soil into a thriving spring powerhouse. If this winter soil guide helped you, make sure you subscribe to Gentle Herb Living and share this video with other gardeners who want stronger soil and bigger harvests every spring.